It is not that right, but for some issues, definitely, as you know, what is the most important to know is Niger went through a very difficult time in terms of ruling, and right now there is a complete new regime which came out after a long transition and regular election which has been done very perfectly. And now we could say that Niger has really set up a very important stage of its development by putting together a credible and legitimate political institution first. And as you know, there is many prospects in this country, and prospects are huge in terms of mining industry, in particular uranium, oil, and also several other minerals like iron ore, and several other possibilities. So these are really now, Niger is the emerging country in this world.
When you talk minerals, most people do associate your country with iron ore, as you said, and uranium, because they feed into two very key aspects of growth and development: energy and also steel for construction. Where do you fit in the whole supply chain internationally?
I think really we are now at the stage of developing all these industries. Although uranium is being exploited for more than 4 or 5 decades, but petroleum just started, and we believe that now that Niger has really been completely set up at the institutional level, many of the investors could come, and there is a very growing interest of the whole multilateral and international community as a whole to really help Niger to really put itself in his development path with a high growth, because we are expecting for the next 5 years to have a 7% growth every year.
We do know that some Australian companies have been very interested in mining in Niger, the Brazilians as well. The question is, when foreign companies come into your country, how secure are those contracts? You've just spoken about political situation settling down, but what is the rule of law situation?
The rule of law is very, as you know, we have adopted all the kind of laws to really facilitate all the business prospect, and the business climate has been really completely overhauled, and now we have really clear and streamlined procedures and rule of law, because as you know, this new government has put as a top at this level political governance, economic governance, stop everything for corruption issues. So we believe that the condition, the foundation for prospect for investment and so on has been really clearly set up at all levels, and all the laws has been already adopted by the new parliament.
What sort of incentives are you introducing for investors coming into your economy? And I'll tell you why I ask it, because you now want to become an oil exporter.
Yes.
But there's Nigeria just so close by. There's Ghana as well. Why would people want to come to Niger?
Well, we have a very incentive code for a fiscal code. We have several investment code as well, which is basically giving a lot of advantages for the first 5 and 10 years of investment. So we believe as a whole that Niger has really put things all together to really get those investors who are really interested in putting together a program for a long-term program to be in place and at the same time, as I was mentioning to you, the security aspect has been really put forward for the government by the government, and we could consider right now that Niger has really addressed the major, as I say, institutional issues which could be a handicap for an investor to come.
What sort of issues coming out of this annual meeting of the AFDB are important for Niger?
What are important for Niger is the theme of this conference, of this annual meeting, which is inclusive growth. Inclusive growth for us is very important in the sense that employment, for particularly employment of young diplomacy are very, very important in our country. The fact that we have been in this country, you know, exploiting minerals for several years, and we cannot see how this wealth distribution has been really done properly